Hari Om. Welcome
You.
to our A studios, Neelima and Nanda. Very
Thank
happy
you.
to have you here, Neelima. It's such a pleasure, actually. I'm going to be talking to you. We are here, actually, parents, to talk about the reading challenge and the journey of the child. The reading challenge is being conducted in our academy for past 6, 7 months, except especially in the lockdown period. This has started. We started with where the child, it will be generally held for a fortnight, and where the child has to call up, fix an appointment with the teacher, that is me, and they have to tell about the story what they have read. So the first two challenges went in that, and within the 2 weeks, how many books the child is able to read, and I'll be asking certain questions to the child in the phone. The child will be, it's a video call, WhatsApp video call, where the child will be answering certain questions regarding the book. This was the first 2 rounds went on like that to create a interest. The third round where we started, it was not only calling up the teacher, it was also sending a brief through mail. They have to write it in the notebook. They'll be taking a photocopy or something or typing it, whatever, depending upon their age. They'll be sending a brief about the story. The fourth round, we thought we'll do it a little more differently. No calling up or anything. Straight away, as soon as you finish a book, let me see what is the understanding level you have about the book and how you choose your books. Okay, generally I will be keep passing comments or opinions about the book what they are reading. You have to pick a better book, or you have to do this, you have to do that. All that was going on during the phone calls. But this time I thought, let them take up the responsibility. The ball is in their court. Let them see how we will see how they are doing it. So that is what we thought. This time I thought, okay, we'll make a little change where they're going to read a book and they're going to send the briefs. Of course, if the briefs is not good or the story was not up to their age or something, I will be responding via the mail also. But this I felt was a little more better, at least a change than the routine. So we are here with Neelima and Nanda to talk about this reading challenge and the journey of the child, uh, from what she was and what she is now and how she's doing. She's done exceptionally well. I have to tell you that. That's why we are interviewing her first. She has done 36 books in about 10 to 12 days or something. It's just conducted for a fortnight, but within, I think, 10 to 12 days itself, a lot of effort has been put by both. Of course, 75% by Nanda and about 25% by Neelima, because she was the secretary typing for her. So that was done really well. So let us hear of course, I will be encouraging them through a colorful certificate, through appreciating them in the class before the class members, and individually appreciating the child. All that is there, but it's still like child. This is another form of encouragement, where a child is appreciated before a parent. Nothing works like motivation and an encouragement, and I feel that child needs it. We have to acknowledge the hard work what the child has done. She has done something what she generally never does, and the children are taking lot of efforts to prove before the parent and to the teacher how well they have come and how far they have come. So that is why this is another form of appreciation and an award to you, Nanda. That is why this interview with your mother. Okay, over
Thank
to Neelima now. Yes, Neelima.
Yeah. First of all, thank you, Maha, because if the kind of encouragement you give the kids, it is really awesome, and I feel like that is the driving force that helps them to um, aim for the next level. So as far as Nanda's reading challenge is concerned, I would say this is just what do you say? It's just an excuse, but the main thing is that she started reading books. That is the one very positive outcome that I have seen. She started reading books, and because of that, I feel her language is improved, and her way of writing, how she creates the story into a short form, that has improved a lot. And her confidence of to tell out the story in her own words, that has improved, and that has actually helped her even in the weekly book reviews that she does, because otherwise earlier it was more like me helping her, but now it is like I am just there to take the video, she does everything else. So, and her patience, I feel, has improved a little better because that book reading always has that positive outcome. And initially, the first two reading challenges were a little difficult for me, because to make her sit and read a book and make her realize the importance of reading a book, that was actually more like a challenge to me. But slowly, as we went by, her standard of reading books, that is, initially it was very small books, very simple story books, which were not according to her age. But since she had to start somewhere, she started with that. But slowly, slowly, she picked up. Now she's come up to a point where she's so interested in reading novels. That is maybe Secret Seven or Diary of a Wimpy Kid, or maybe even Roald Dahl's novels, which she actually likes it a lot. And I always tell maybe my mother or whoever asks what should we gift Nanda, I say the best thing to gift a child is books, because that will always stay with them. Everything else, it outgrows, but books never outgrow. So, and even maybe our friends or her friends, they help her out with giving her books and all. So that is actually a very good thing. Now she, wherever we go, also she says, I need books. So that is one very very positive outcome that I've seen, and I'm really happy about that. And only one thing that I would say is, yeah, nowadays the reading challenge, though we can't get short story books readily, so she has to browse through the internet and all that. So maybe I'll have to find out some other way to reduce that screen time and put her more into books. But otherwise, I feel she has come a long way in that matter. And I think what was different from the previous two reading challenges were that this time we were more prepared. In the sense, we formed a schedule on how to submit and how to go about it. Like, she used to read books, stories through a website every day in the evening, and she used to write down the brief. And the next day morning, I used to send the briefs to you. So initially she started as 1, 2 books, and then she read about 4 books. So then I said, okay, then why don't you do that every day? So whenever she gets time, she reads those books, she writes it down, and I tell her I'll send it off in the morning. And there may be days when she's not able to do it at all. Like she might be busy with her schoolwork. So I say, at least 1 book you read. So at least that much we can send. So that's how that habit came about. So now it is more like a habit now. Like she knows every Wednesday, Thursday it is book review time, so she has to read, so she reads. Then so that way her reading habit is improved a lot, I would say that.
Regularity also.
Yeah, regularity also, because earlier it was just like maybe 1 book if you give her might take her 2 to 3 weeks, but now it is like a book in a week. So, and she keeps reading it wherever she may be, in the balcony, maybe in the hall, wherever it is. So that is the main thing that your kids need to have, because reading is one thing that it will always stay with you wherever you go. So I feel that is a very big change in her, and I feel that change should come for all the kids too, because phones and TV and all can only provide you entertainment for some time, but books are always a good companion. It's a good companion, yeah.
That's like a
So
meditation, concentration on a particular subject.
yeah, it improves your concentration, it improves your patience. So that way, it is actually a
Them
very good
to
thing.
study, I mean, do so many things in a focused manner.
Yeah,
In a focused
true.
manner. That is
Yeah.
there. Very good. Fantastic, actually. So you have actually covered very beautifully the brief writing, what it was and initially, and how the stories reading also you have read. You have told me very well. That's actually thanks. So thank you so much. I mean, by any chance, can I ask you this question? Which book did you find very interesting, actually, out of the books what she read? Uh, it can be anything. I don't. I'm not talking
I
only
think
about
I
reading.
like Roald Dahl's book, which she read once. Like Roald Dahl's, yeah, I think that was the Charlie, what she's reviewing now, the
Yeah, yeah,
Charlie
yeah,
and the
yeah,
Great
yeah.
Class Elevator.
Okay, that's very
Quite an interesting book, actually. Yeah,
I'm enjoying actually. Even
yeah.
I'm enjoying it. It's very interesting.
And I mean, she reviews 2 chapters every week. So whenever she tells me two chapters, and I ask, and what happens next? So I'm like, no, I'll tell that to you next week. So that's how it goes.
She's building up the
So
curiosity for us. Okay, wait,
yeah,
wait.
I like that. I was not able to read it till now, but like whatever the briefs that Nanda has told me, like I should be reading it.
Right. Enjoy.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, Nanda, Kuti, over to you. Just a small question. How do you like, Anna? How do you like participating in all these challenges and or the weekly, what do you say, reviews? And how do you like this habit of reading, reviewing, writing briefs? How do you like it?
Actually, I can also improve my language, and I can also learn new words, and it is kind of good.
Very
Each
good.
day.
Oh, very good. I'm very happy to hear Amma telling that you've started reading many books and many gifts, because generally in Neelima, I tell always the children also in class, whenever after a certain age, when your parents ask you what do you want or something for your birthday gift, or when you've done something well, you please ask for books. So that is the best way. You have your, one corner of your room designed very well as your library. I mean, your corner, book reading corner. You can have some fancy chair, wooden chair or something, a recliner. Just take your books from the shelf, just read it happily. That's the best part, being with Amma. Amma will give you some nice snacks and everything. Munch it, then keep reading the book nicely. That's the best part. You can really enjoy it. Then slowly, of course, you can extend your library and your shelf and everything. That can always be there. It was,
Yeah.
yeah, it was wonderful talking to both of you. And thank you so much for coming to the AA studios. I'm sure we will be meeting very soon with some other challenge. And again, Nanda will be another winner. So she's setting examples for many. So I'm sure we're going to meet here again. Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.